What is going on, everybody? Hello. It is so good to see you all here on this fine Thursday morning. Now we got the music rolling. Let me make sure everything else is going good. Looks like we are live. I know I hopped in a couple minutes early, but that's because this is going to be a bit of a shorter stream. So we'll go ahead and have some fun with it. Why is it still not showing live? This is crazy. This is crazy. There we go. All right. So, Uptober is canceled. Officially, I heard it from the Bitcoin CEO. So it looks like we're in for another rough month. Specifically, I mean, Bitcoin's gonna be fine. Bitcoin's gonna be fine. You can see we're still at 60K, but alts are gonna bleed. You can see ETH is down 5.2%, and I believe the rest of the market, rest of the altcoin market is going to follow it. So Bitcoin dominance will probably trend towards 60%. I've been hearing that for a while. I believe it now. And considering all other aspects, what's interesting is not just Uptober that's canceled, and it might be Q4 when it comes to alt season. Now, I think there's a chance. I was listening to my guy Benjamin Cowan earlier today. I told you about him yesterday, but he put out a video today talking about again, it was just Bitcoin speculation, and he's really looking at this not from the 4-year cycle. He's very much trying to bring in the interest rate cycles, right, and the monetary supply, QE, all that. So he's been comparing a lot, not to 2020, but to 2019. And it may not be until after the second rate cut that we see Bitcoin pump. So he was comparing something earlier today, and you go watch his video. I'm not trying to, take his content here because I can't even articulate it perfectly well. But it was just, it's like matched it perfectly so far. Where back in 2019 did the same thing. After the first rate cut, we pumped for 2 weeks, and then we crashed to whatever the trend line was, right? And we're kind of in that range now for Bitcoin. And we did that for, I don't know, several weeks until after the second rate cut. Then we started to move from there. So here's why Uptober is canceled in that sense, because the next rate cut I don't think is happening until early November. And oddly enough, that's around the same time as the election. So I wonder if there's going to be a little bit of clarity, right? Rather than this kind of anxiety around who's going to win. Once we know who's in, then maybe that clarity plus a potential November rate cut could be the catalyst that sends Bitcoin on its bull run. But keep in mind that when Bitcoin starts to move, okay, when Bitcoin starts to move, it's going to leave the rest of the alts behind, similar to how it's done in the past. I mean, sure, alts will follow a little bit, but we won't have our altcoin season potentially until like January. Are you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready for 3 months of down? Are you guys ready for SPS to return to its all-time low? I don't know if we're gonna get there, but it's definitely not looking fantastic right now. That being said, this could all be invalidated, and maybe everything gets better later this month, and we just continue on Uptober as was planned. But I don't know, the geopolitical instability, the uncertainty regarding the elections. I mean, now here in the U.S., you have the dock strike that's going on. I don't think people are really prepared for that and the impacts of that, because we're now on what, day 3, I think, of this dock strike. So yeah, we could be in for a couple of rough weeks, guys. The final shakeout is coming. All right, let's see who's here. We got Powis in the house. Pomp is present. Powis says, why is it canceled? Well, I think I just went into that, so hopefully my explanation made sense. Again, I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me. Guy is here. Good day. Bolt says, what's up? Good morning. Good to see you here. Birding Elk in the house. How are we feeling this morning? I'm feeling a little better after reading the Dow Treasury report. Oh, is that out? Is that something we should take a look at? I mean, Clay said we can afford it, so like I'm not worried about it in that sense. Okay, hold on. How do I get to? This is like SPS.dow. Okay, where's the Dow Treasury report? Or are you looking at the one from last year? I must have missed something. Or is this coming from Claiborne? Well, let's see. Although, why would he be posting it on his own rather than on the Dow site? I don't know what this thing is. Mango Wambo says, I need some hopium and bullishness. Oh man, I'm sorry. I do not have that for you. I am fresh out of hopium and bullishness. And I think well, look, if you're into Bitcoin, I think you're good. It's just Uptober's canceled, but if you're into Bitcoin, I think it'd be fine no matter what. Everything trends to zero against Bitcoin anyway. But if you're waiting for alts to pick up, try 2025. Bro, can you imagine if it ends up being that? I'm just gonna laugh so hard. Bolt says, yeah, so far you're jinxing the trend, has been in work. I guess be bearish so we could all pump. Yeah, all right, I guess it's time to turn bearish now. It's time to shake out the last of the riffraff. Clay linked to it in the Dow discussion thread. All right, let me go. I'm in the Dow discussion thread. Oh, Cryptomancer has been talking all morning. There's a lot to cover here. And to be honest, wait, when's this down haul? Saturday at 8 a.m. I'm going to be busy this weekend. I'm taking a break from Splitlands this weekend. I need it. Now I got some family stuff going on, and I mean, I do want to take a break because it's just been depressing as hell. All right, so let's see. I think I found the link. Oh, this is from 17 days ago. All right, I need a summary here. Totals without Splinterlands tokens. I mean, we're sitting on some cash here, so 1.5 million. Now, this is a 1-year contract for Cryptomancer. It's going to cost roughly $180,000. But we also have to factor in we're paying $40K to JPTR. The SPS DAO has now made $11,000 in fees on the new V3 positions that we've been opening since February. That means we made about $4,000 in fees for the last month. Okay. We're also seeing the DAO's positions recovering from stables tokens such as these. Okay. Fun. What's our stablecoin holdings? Dude, what would we do without Clay? We would have no idea what's in the DAO right now. All right, we have 120K of both USDC and USDT. Why are we holding DAI? All right. I mean, it's interesting. Thanks for the heads up on that. Let me hop back into the chat. Let me see. Are we live on Twitch as well? Yes, we are. Okay, cool. Another stream, snowballs. Yeah, I know. I've been going hard at it this week. We'll do one more tomorrow morning, and then I'm going to be streamless on Saturday and Sunday. Actually, depending on how Sunday Night Football goes, maybe I'll miss you guys enough that we'll happen Sunday, because I've been wanting to do that parallel stream, which we're just not going to get to. I still do have parallel up here, so we could play a game, but I got my butt kicked last night in a friendly match that we streamed. All right, hear me out. I know this proposal has been getting everybody the heebie-jeebies, but hear me out real quick. We hire Cryptomancer, no questions, and then we can free up some extra money by getting rid of that Xbox crew and Skylar. We don't really need them. I don't know if they are on the payroll, huh? No, or what? Okay, no more proposal talk from me. All right. I mean, I don't know. I mean, technically, he's, I think, a contractor with the company, Skylar. But why are we against that now? Also, I mean, I don't know how much he's getting paid, but I don't think cutting him is going to be like enough to cover Cryptomancer's salary. Why not says, look at it as another chance to buy in before the bull run kicks in. Fair enough. Somebody woke up on the right side of the bed today. Palm says, what's your take on the new proposal 182, not 181? I'm assuming that's the one from International Travel Channel. The one about the fee burns. I recorded a video for that already. It's coming out, I don't know, whenever I decide to put it out. But quick thoughts is basically, if you had asked me about this, I don't know, a month or two ago, I would have said no. I would have immediately turned it down and said I don't want anything that reduces the amount of DEC getting burned. But I can see the value for this, primarily because the Splinterlands team has gotten into the habit of accepting DEC as a payment method. Now, I don't like it because it delays the flywheel, but it seems like it could offer a compromise situation for us to float on a little bit longer than we need. And I think that's sadly what people are just waiting for. I think a lot of folks are just floating along as much as they can and hoping that a bull run comes and saves us. Which sucks, because that is not how you should operate. Vlogging says, did you get overwhelmed by the amount of comments before you stopped making comment reply videos? You know, I did. And I've been trying to reply to comments on via just text. So, I'd love to get back to it. But the reason I was doing that so much is because I was not able to live stream the way that I am now. So now that I can live stream, I can come here and like answer your comments live. But I know that there's also a ton of comments that come through. So I try to at least respond on, I try to respond through text. I'm not perfect with it either. There's obviously tons of comments that come through. But why would you like me to jump back into making those? I mean, it's easy content. So if I'm looking for more content, and they were fun to go through, to be honest. It's just, I would like, because they would just be so wide ranging, I'd always have to set aside like 20 to 30 minutes, just to be like, all right, let me rip through actually a decent amount of comments. I wonder if it would be better now, because I am responding to a lot of comments via text, right? So whenever I get some free time, I'll just dump into the app and, you know, say a few words here and there. State of Survival says, man, I still can't afford this game, and I've put in like 5K into the game. 15K into the game. Yeah, that's you know, that's a feeling a lot of people have. But this is why I like wild format. I'm now enjoying modern for the time being. If I decide to go heavy, oh, let's play battle. If I decide to go heavy into Rebellion at some point, you know, then we'll stay in modern. But if not, I got used to wild format, and I like wild format. If it's just a matter of paying 2,000 DEC in the future to participate in wild, I can do that, because it's It's not much, and I usually come out ahead. And I'm able to get all the cool reward cards through there as well. Oh, man. I don't like odds. I guess we just go with this. I don't know. Boop, boop. It's nothing like a good sneak attack team. But I don't know. Let's throw them into the mix. But see, then they're going to get immediately targeted. So I have to put in... Oh, you know what? Perfect. Let's do that. Wow, I am very short on mana here. But let's do it that way. 'Cause I want it that way. I don't know, bro. I'll just try for something. I went on a losing streak last night, and then I said I quit, and then this morning I went on a decent win streak, so I guess I'm back like Jordan. We're in the 4-5. Let's go. Oh, my goodness. Okay. These teams look not quite identical, but I'm about to get ruthlessly murdered. Because my guess... Oh, they didn't stick the... Oh, we didn't hit? Oh, my God. Why? Why? And they go first this time around. Bro, you suck balls. Oh, my God. He missed twice. I hate this game. Retired again. I need to... You know what? I'm playing too much. I need to turn the bot back on. I need to pay the dumbass wild fee for this. And then leave this game for a bit. All right. Mango says, what we do without you in these times? I don't know. What would I do without you guys? Keeping me sane here. Making me believe that there's actually something going on in this game. Uptober canceled. Why? Yeah, and I explained it at the beginning, Jobby. There's a lot of trends looking at Bitcoin not really popping off until mid-November. And with that probably comes a period of Bitcoin dominance and alts probably having to stay in the back seat until 2025. Mango says you keep the SPL community engaged. Man, I'm trying, but I'll be honest, I'm tired. I really want to find a new game. Agreed, Aftersound is the GOAT. So do we have positive views on the Crypto Master proposal? You know what? I've talked about it for so long already. My very quick review is I don't like it, but I'm voting for it. Subject gonna get a little spicy. Yeah, now look, I mean, we did a live stream yesterday. I put out a video this morning for people that don't go back and watch the live streams. So that's just where I'm at. You know, it's sad that we've gotten to this point. But I don't hold it against Matt. I don't hold it against the team. Like, I mean, it's doing the best that he can, I'm sure. Like, in many ways, like, Chaos Legion really effed us. People just didn't need Rebellion. And the question is, how many people are going to need the next core set if it comes out? See, here's my question, right? Like, how much does the team need to be made? Like, the team even scaled down at this point is not sustainable, which is crazy. But it's crazy, but at the same time, it's not surprising. Where are they making money? Like, we're selling what, a couple hundred rebellion packs at most per day. Yeah, how is the team like financing themselves? Which raises a better question, right? So you want to get bearish? I mean, not that we aren't already, but yeah, I mean, how do they continue to finance themselves in the future? Now we know that this whole year, Matt's been running as lean as possible, and even with that, they're still not in the profit, or at least breaking even. They're going to have to outsource the funding for one of their devs, maybe one of their best devs. Probably, I don't know if he's the highest paid or not, but that's a lot, man. I don't know what, like Matt said, the run rate. What did we come out to? It was like 3 million per year, right? Like, it was like their expenses were like $250,000 a month. I don't know why. I remember that. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong, but it was like they need to earn $3 million a year. So question is, let's say they sell packs, mini set and regular set included. How much is that? At $2 a pack. Oh, that would have been the 1.5 million. See, this is why I'm still on that 1.5 million. 1.5 million packs getting sold, but Matt's not even thinking that that's going to happen anymore. You know what? Actually, I take it back now. I was holding out hope. That we'd be able to hit 500,000 more pack sales and hit that 1.5 million. But for a variety of reasons, including A, Uptober being canceled, B, the geopolitical instability pushing back the potential bull run, and C, last night's proposal instilling a lot of anxiety and uncertainty in the group, in the community. I just, like, I don't know who's going to go in and buy like super heavy on Rebellion at this point. I don't know, man. It's tough. All right. Oh, I see. That's how the game of life is. The Web3 game life. Yeah. Mo's Dirty, what's up? Regarding the proposal, is there a reason the team doesn't have overhead costs baked into that Cryptomancer fee? I don't think I understand your question. Is there a reason the team doesn't have overhead costs baked into that Cryptomancer fee? I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming he's still going to get, like, I don't know if you're talking about like benefits. I'm assuming he's still going to get benefits from the company. My expectation is that, like, the DAO isn't technically paying. Well, I guess the DAO technically would be paying him. But really, it would be like the DAO paying the team to cover his salary. But I guess the way that they have it set up with like a wallet, it'd be going directly to him. I don't know, man. I'm still not feeling great about it. Like I said, I'm going to vote for it, but I don't even... I'm just so over talking about it. Vlog says, did you mention buying a PS5? For which game? And I think the base model is just fine because the $800 model only gives marginally better graphics. I've heard Off the Grid is fantastic. Also, I'd like to just start playing more games on here. I know I come on here and we chat, but I'd like to just start playing more games, and especially now that I can do the double stream to here and Twitch. Maybe even jump into some Web 2 stuff, have some fun with it. I don't know. What do you guys think? The thing is, I want to get into games that aren't like super intensive so that I can have more conversations like this, because I love going through all the comments. What the hell? So it'll be fun to find games that, if you guys have any good ideas, they don't need to be Web 3. Burning Elk says team needs a lot more revenue sources. Yeah, that's Burning Elk. If they just needed to sell 1.5 million packs per year, how do they get to that? We sold almost 1 million. Do you think the next one is going to sell? I mean, how many people here who bought into Rebellion? Okay. How many people here who bought into Rebellion are planning to buy heavy into the next set? Just out of curiosity, anecdotal data. Most says Cryptomancer fee is $90 an hour, which sounds high. I mean, I feel like that's standard. Why aren't they charging the DAO $120 an hour so they can get $30 while they employ him? So you're asking why don't they skim a little bit off the top from the DAO? I don't know. I mean, maybe they are. Maybe Cryptomancer only charges $80 an hour, and they're gonna pocket that 10. But actually, the way that the proposal is written, that's not the case, right? It sounds like the DAO is going to be directly paying Cryptomancer. And my guess is that he'll still technically be an employee of the company. So if there's like benefits and stuff that I don't know. I really don't know how that's going to work out. So Mango says the land presale raise at least 1.5 million. Well, they gave away a lot of plots too. The land presale raise at least 1.5 million. Cryptomancer could work almost 10 years on land. Yeah, but you know what? If it was just Cryptomancer working on land, I don't think we'd get it in 10 years. And sorry, that's not me hating on Cryptomancer by any means. So let me not, any of this is not directed at Cryptomancer. I'm talking about Land 2.0 and how complicated it is. Does not seem like something a single person can do. It sounds like a sprawling ecosystem with a bunch of different things. We saw how long it took an individual dev to do last year, and with Farpetrod. And I don't know. I'm not technical. I'm not going to compare Cryptomancer and Farpetrod. I don't know what their development speed and accuracy and all that is like, but I'll say it doesn't matter who it is. I don't think you get Land 2.0 in 10 years with one dev. Junie's back. Let's go. All right, I just commented on your last video about the Mancer proposal. DAO buys Bitcoin. Well, the DAO doesn't have any money left. Well, no, that's a lie. But I agree. The DAO should be buying Bitcoin. The thing is, I tell you guys, I'm a Bitcoin maxi. I sell my vouchers. If you can go and probably follow along whatever I'm doing on the blockchain, but I have consistently sold my vouchers for Bitcoin, or like the swap BTC. And I just gotta say that stack of swap BTC feels really good right now because it's not down. I mean, did you see the voucher price? People don't really want Mana Warden anymore, so that whole thing is done. I hope they can give us because see, I wouldn't normally ask for this early. I don't want to add any like additional strain on the team, but because they kind of botched up the LP and people got a bunch of super cheap Mana Wardens, it'd be nice if they were able to ensure that the next one comes out like right at the beginning of December. I mean, I know they're going to do it every 3 months, but I guess what I'm trying to say is, I don't know, maybe like a November surprise. Bring it a little bit early. Also, you know what they should have done? Because this would have changed things for someone like me. But let me show you. They should have given him that special new ability at a higher level. Because you can see here, I have 1 BCX, and that's all I need. Because, like, I'm sure Impede is cool. I might get like a couple more and grab them up to level 5 so I can get that 3rd damage. But if they had done it where, he gets Shield Ward at level 3 or something like that, I would have gotten 14 BCX. But now I only need 1. And I only use them in a couple games here and there. All right. Mango Wambo says the land presale raise at least 1.5 million. Oh, okay. I think that message keeps coming in. All right, State of Survival. I don't really buy consoles, mainly because I only play NHL, FIFA, all sports games. That's it. Just not enough games to make it worth spending $500 on a device. Yeah, look, I haven't had a console in a very long time, unless you count the Nintendo Switch, which is actually kind of fun. Should we play some Switch games on here? Would you guys watch Nintendo Switch games? I wonder how would I even set that up? Yeah, I could just run it through. Oh, no, wait. I'm trying to figure out how I would stream console stuff, because my setup is different now. Setup is different, and I like using StreamYard to multi-stream. I'm sure I could figure it out. I think you need to help the company raise money. I was thinking you could sell your boxers online and women would pay mad cash for them. Bro, I need to raise money for myself. Come on, get out of here. If women are going to buy my boxers online, I'm going to take that and buy some Bitcoin. Company can sell their own boxers. All right, song I've been listening to, the Dan Band, Total Eclipse of the Heart. Very cool. Oh, so Chuny, because I know you're a Bitcoin. So I'm getting much more active on Nostr, by the way. I really like the vibe there rather than Twitter. It's been fun. But also I got involved with like starting to upload my music, and I'll probably get the podcast on Wavelake and Fountain. I haven't tried Fountain yet, but there's some cool stuff happening in like the content space for Bitcoiners. So I don't know if you're familiar, if you've jumped into Nostr at all, but I really like it there. I jumped into Wavelake last night. I literally posted the most recent single. I just put it up on Wavelake, and this morning I woke up and people had streamed sats to me for listening to the song. I was like, oh, this is awesome. Because it's immediate, right? I don't have to wait 5 months for Spotify to send me royalties. But yeah, I don't know. Just for my fellow Bitcoin maxis out there, there's a lot of cool stuff happening in the Bitcoin space. All right, I think you need to help the company raise. Okay, we got this already. All right, so Burning Elk says it's a tricky situation because they need to increase the player base to sell more packs, but they need more money to increase the player base. Chicken and the egg problem. I actually don't think, you know what? I actually don't think that they need to sell, or they would need more players. I mean, granted, don't get me wrong. More players would be fantastic. More players would be fantastic. But I genuinely believe if they had a solid, how do I put it? If they had a solid core fan base that was willing to spend X amount of dollars on products every year, which you can find, right, in gaming, they'd be good. The problem is that it's so high. Like, to play at the max level, to buy like 3,000, 3,400 packs at $4 a pop. I mean, that's a really high prohibitive cost for many people to do every year. Now, the difference is people who got burned with Chaos Legion, I think, are seeing with Rebellion that their cards are going to hold their value a little bit better, right, over time. And you're seeing that already. So this is why I'm curious to see where people stand right now in terms of like core set number 6. Are you going heavy on it if you went heavy on Rebellion? What I typed is too much to write here. That's all good. I'll go check it out afterwards. All right. So Vlogging says, oh, wait, I got to jump down because Khan is in the house. Let's go. Khan, man, I just want to say I appreciate all your efforts on the arcade colony side of things. I probably get critical about Arcade Colony from time to time, but just know none of it's directed at you, or even it's just, I know that everybody's trying their hardest and we just get into a situation. But I have been having a blast with Moon Carts. I am playing just for fun, and I appreciate the fact that you've been in the chat helping answer a ton of questions. So thank you for that, Con. I'm still a believer in the Arcade Colony space. I don't know if there's anything you could tease us with in terms of where Steakhouse Den is at, but I like the idea. Let me put it this way, just to put a loop on this. I like the idea of fun short form content games built on Unity coming to the blockchain and just creating like this sprawling ecosystem. Again, I'm not talking about this from a financial perspective, but like I've actually had fun playing Moon Cards. I wonder if I'll have fun playing Steakhouse Den. I would love, even though I think GLS is just so sad at this point, I would love to see NBA Jam or a version of NBA Jam. Like don't license anything out, but just throw a version of NBA Jam on GLS, and I will be back. I'll be back and playing and talking trash to all of you guys on stream while we play. All right, so going back, Vlogging says, considering the next set releases on top of the bull market, which is not coming apparently, then I will not buy. I'm gonna start buying like you do now. Yeah, so this is why I got used to. So my worldview changed when I went over to Wild earlier this year, because I was like, you know what, I can play this game forever. I can have fun playing in Wild. I don't need to have the fanciest stuff. I can buy it all when it hits bottom dollar prices, when it has its least amount of utility, meaning that I would be willing to wait. Now, I'm not saying that I will, but I'd be willing to wait for all those tactic summoners to not just rotate with the next set, but actually to rotate out of Modern. So not just the 6th core set coming out, but the 7th core set coming out, and just be like, you know what? Maybe I'll buy them for pennies on the dollar. But I have a video that I recorded, I guess, like 2 days ago at this point. I just haven't posted it yet, comparing Rebellion to Untamed. And I think you're going to find that one interesting when it drops. All right. Bolt says, fellas, if we're going to go down, let's go down swinging Cryptomancer for Vice President 2025. All right. Stage Survival says, the problem is that the team is not diversifying their investments. SPL cannot diversify when it's all in on crypto. Put the money into other areas as well. One massive solar flare and it's gone. Hey, speaking of solar flares, sorry to get so distracted here, but did you guys see that there was like a solar flare that shot up from the sun facing the earth today? I'm actually surprised that I can stream to you right now. I thought it'd be mass chaos and, you know, extinction level event. X 9.0 solar flare targets Earth. Go check it out. It's on X right now. I think I even like quote tweeted or something. Now to get back to your point, State of Survival, let's talk through this. They did diversify their investments, but they diversified into other areas like GLG and Arcade Colony and Soul Keep and all that. Now, is that an investment? I don't know. And I don't know what the Splinterlands balance sheet looks like. So let's not speculate on that. My assumption is that it probably has some crypto in it, probably too much crypto. And maybe that's one of the lessons learned. There's that. And in the future, you know, hold a lot of staples. But, oh, I just got your message, Chuny, your DM. I don't know. I didn't see what it was. Just something about Nostr. But yeah, let's connect on Nostr. I'll send. I'll post my public key somewhere. All right. So just need Elgato for the Switch. So I do have an Elgato. Oh, see something cool? It's right here. So I was using that when I was streaming, because I had a different streaming setup when I was just going to Twitch. But I really like the ease of use that StreamYard has offered, and it would be tough for me to go back to OBS. And I know it's just a matter of like learning, but I'm lazy. I like it when it's just point and click for dummies. Nostr is a great move. I know it. No way to be censored. Great move. Yeah, I really like it, because you know what? The best part of it too is that there's no algorithmic thing. It's just your feed. So like my feed is very tailored to all of my favorite Bitcoin maxis, right? I get all the macro stuff from them, just boom, boom, boom. And I don't have to worry about like logging in and all of a sudden I'm shown something that makes me either feel super positive or super negative, because, you know, the algorithm's trying to get me to interact and stay on the platform as long as possible. I just go in, I refresh, it says that there's 9 new posts. I go through all the posts, respond, zap or whatever, right? Oh, that's another cool thing too. I've been getting zapped whenever I'm not well known on there or anything, but just like if I make a funny response or if I put something cool, then people will zap, which is fun. Which is just people are sending sats, right? Or satoshis, All right, so Khan. Oh, lots of messages from Khan. Let's jump into this. So me too. I want so many improvements, but also need to get things out. After Mooncar's final update, hopefully in the next few days, the team shifts on Steakhouse Den. Hey, so can you give us a little clarity? I know you have a bunch of messages here, and I don't mean to fish for but whatever you can share if you're willing to. But where's the separation between GLS and Arcade Colony? I know everything is under Invenium, but is there like a separate team or separate dev for GLS? So will we continue to get Arcade Colony stuff? Or is it like once we're done, we go to... It sounds like there's two different things because you're saying the team's going to shift to Steakhouse Den, which I am excited about. Let's see. On the pricing of cards and packs, I think it's time for SPL to change pricing strategy or add new products with the strategy. Like sell packs at $2, but not at DEC market price. That way the pack is always $2. Remove a lot more DEC from the market. It helps the team indirectly with consistent revenue and helps DEC get back to peg. That's an interesting thought. If DEC is near peg, then $2 would be 2,000 DEC. GLS, AC, same team, and Invenium. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't mean to hate on goals. I don't play goals. I don't know who does, but I think I'm more excited for Steakhouse Den at this point. All right, so this is an interesting thought here. If you sell the packs at $2, you sell it in DEC, there's no incentive then to buy it in DEC directly. So that might get people to just spend on credits. It doesn't, I mean, does it help DEC stay at peg? It would definitely eat up a lot more DEC off the secondary market, or just the market in general. You know, I can see that. I can see the argument for that, because if the pack prices do come down, then it's not about like, oh, I'm going to get like a X amount of discount. Because let's be real. Who's even taking advantage of the discount now, right? The packs are like 25% off. It's not like, well, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people are buying because of that, right? We're seeing a couple hundred packs sold a day. Oh, Brian is in the house. Well, if anybody is sticking with SPL for the long term and looking for rebalancing, I always check the DEC to SPS ratio. Seems good time to move DEC into SPS. Let's go look at the prices here. Now, why is this a good time to move DEC into SPS? DEC is down 4.5%. SPS is down 6%. Dude, I don't know. I mean, I have some ETH, and I know ETH bleeding is like terrible for the alt market, but I don't know. I just have this like Joker-esque smile that comes to my face whenever I see ETH continuing to bleed. It's like, yes, die. All right, so credits would give team revenue, so it's a win. The idea is not all products need to be backed or discount. There needs to be a mix of products. Well, I would love to have another mix of products. I know you're not on the team anymore, but I'm curious what you think of the glamour system. If you think that's going to be something successful or impactful. Palm says DEC would tank. It wouldn't be a product-backed stablecoin anymore. Yeah, so it wouldn't tank necessarily. So let's say they sell it for... Okay, so let's say they sell the packs for $2, all right? So you can either pay X amount of DEC or you can pay 2,000 credits or $2 in credits. So in that scenario, let's assume there's a similar setup to what we have now for Rebellion, where half of it goes to the team and the other half goes to the DAO. If that ends up being the case, then the team would take $1 and pocket it, and they would take the other $1 and buy DEC off the marketplace at the market value, meaning that they would probably get more than 1,000 DEC per dollar and send that to the DAO. Versus what they're doing now, where they get credits coming in, they keep $2 worth of credits, And then that $2 worth, the other $2 of credits that should be going to the Dow, I wonder if they're getting to pocket that. That's actually probably not a bad deal for them, because they get $2 worth of credits, but then all they need to do is buy 2,000 DEC out the marketplace and send that to the Dow on the Dow's behalf, or on our behalf, meaning they get to pocket that difference. So credits coming into the space is obviously a good thing. All right, for me, says Brandon, anytime DEC and SPS ratio is greater than 100 to 1, move from DEC to SPS. More SPS for my DEC buck. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing your tips here. Let's see, what is it at? 100 to 1. So what's the DEC SPS ratio right now? Do you mean 10 to 1? Because I'm seeing 9.6. What am I not understanding here? Where's the 100 to 1 ratio? All right. Khan says they don't get credits for packs generally as DEC is under PEG. They don't get credits as DEC. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Chuni says, is it Primal on Nostr that looks like X? Yeah, so I switched to Primal, I don't know, just a couple months ago. Because you know what's funny? It's crazy how fast time flies. I first heard about Nostr in 2022. That's when I got my my public and private keys. It's just I wasn't doing anything on there, and I was using Damus. I don't know what it's called. Yeah, Damus. I mean, I actually still have it, but then I kept hearing everybody talk about Primal, and just Primal just has a better interface overall. Which again brings us to an amazing situation here, right? Again, decentralized space, anybody can do it better. For people that are maybe not following, think about it this way, right? Like the way that it works, and I'm not fully technical, so I may be getting it wrong, but the way that I understand it is like, imagine like Twitter, like your feed, everything that you created, like you own that, right? Your tweets, your posts, your likes, your replies, all of that stuff, you technically own that. And what you could do is take it and put it into a different sleeve of Twitter based on what you liked. So, if you wanted to have a different client because they offered a better like UI experience, you could essentially just log in there under your account and then everything would pop up. And same thing where it's just like, oh, if you didn't like, a certain client, or if they were going to start doing some weird stuff, you could just go log in somewhere else and take it there. Like it's a completely different way to think about, I don't know, decentralized, censorship resistant social media content. Mess of the fractions, 0.1, or when it's less than 10. Okay. Time to buy some SPS, fellas. Go in and pump these numbers up, because we are going in the wrong direction, my friends. Now, it's good to see DEC supply back under 5.5 billion after someone out there burned so many reward cards and inflated the supply by like 11, 12 million. But see, we're working through it. It's like less than a week and we're almost there. All right, so Leandra says, I think if SPS doesn't die before the last edition, the next one will sell like crazy. If SPS doesn't die before last edition, what do you mean by last edition? Like if SPS doesn't die before the next core set comes out, the next one will sell like crazy. Okay, so let me be very clear here. I don't think SPS is dying anytime soon. I know things look quite dire for the company right now. And maybe I'm just being naively optimistic, but and going off of what Matt had said in the past. I mean, I think we're still going to get some version of the game, even if they have to let go of like another 50%, 70% of their staff. It's not going to move very quickly, but SPS will still be there, and then we'll figure out what we want to do. Snowball says 72,000 battles yesterday. Are the bot farms back? You know, I did see that spike as well. Should we go to this real quick? But this is not a significant spike, in my opinion. I mean, sure, I know that we've been doing like 50,000 on average the past month. Okay, so it's like 40% more battles. That's not insignificant. But look at this. We had 65,000 battles on September 21st. And pretty much 65 here on the 27th. Almost 66,000 on the 16th. So did bots just show up on these individual days? I don't think so. What was yesterday? Wednesday? I don't know if there's anything special about Wednesdays, but... All right, Khan says, about the thing you asked, I'm not sure about the new system, to be honest. I just realized yesterday that they changed the nav bars. Looks better now, simplified. Okay, all good. Well, I appreciate you sharing what information that you can. Like I said, I'm still hoping that Arcade Colony can make a big splash. What's up, Open the Noor? You're probably leaving in a couple... You know what's so funny? You're absolutely right. I am leaving in a couple minutes. It's 11:49 here, so we have 11 minutes, 10 minutes-ish, if that works for you. So Leandro, okay, next set will sell like crazy. A lot of people don't buy Rebellion because CL is so much cheaper. So that's my thought as well. Any new players coming in wouldn't buy Rebellion because Chaos Legion is cheaper, and a lot of the players already had Chaos Legion. Whereas when we move to the new set, here's where it gets interesting. When we move to the new set, new modern format, if I want to play in modern, I'll have two choices. If the rewards are really good and it's enticing, I will think to myself, okay, I can go buy Rebellion off the secondary market and see what the value of that is like. Or I can buy core set number 6 and just pay the pack price, which is the standard that everybody pays, right? Gee, Brandon. Still a bit more to go. Oh my. Okay, well, you heard it here first. Too many people own SPS that won't let it die. They made it attractive to bots by ranking up chests. You think that's what brought bots back? Maybe. Do you need to own any asset to get the chests? Yeah, you do. Oh, actually. Oh, that's a good question. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. You might be onto something here. Can a free-to-play player come in, play with starter cards, and rise up the ranks enough through ratings inflation that they get into bronze 3, bronze 2, bronze 1, and can earn a bunch of chests, reward chests? I mean, it's not much, but still. You do it at scale. Huh. But we would see the account numbers start to increase dramatically because you can only get benefits from that by doing it at scale, and we have not seen that. Like, we're ranging between 6,000 to 8,000, right? 6,900 players on average. Nice. All right, Pomp says they could switch DEC for a product-based stablecoin to a service-based stablecoin, sell energy for DEC. Well, they do sell energy for DEC right now, or for extra DEC. All right. So Mango says, is Nostr not the same as Hive? No, it's not the same as Hive. It's well, it's completely Bitcoin based. There's no like upvoting, downvoting feature on it. It's just Twitter. It's not a blog. So it's just Twitter. But you know, the idea, like, you know, as great as Hive is, like, nobody can nuke your post on Nostr. Or if they don't like what you have to say, they can't just go and like downvote it. They can choose to not follow you, and that's fine. But in my opinion, that makes it better. I don't know. When I get back from work, it's ending the show next week, so I'll tune in a lot more early. Good to be here. Well, thanks for tuning in. Open the Noor. Yeah, this is the usual time. I like this time. Maybe I start like 30-ish minutes earlier, but it's gonna be about 12 noon soon. And I like to go get some stuff done. So my thinking point, cars are also sellable at high unlock price, but still can make some profit. Old bot farms. No, I don't think bot farms are coming on yet. If SPS goes high enough, I think the bot farms will come back. Yeah, but stop giving out free energy. Pay with DEC. Oh, you're talking about like literally pay to play every battle. But is that only in Wild? Are you the one? I'm trying to remember. Are you the one that's saying like there was an idea out in Wild where instead of it being a Wild season pass, you just pay per battle, right? And actually, that could be interesting. Hold up. I know I did the math on this a while ago. But you get 24 battles per day, 24 energy per day times 15 days. So 360. So you take 2,000 divided by 360 means that you'd be paying 5.55 DEC per battle. I think psychologically people would have a difficult time with that. Like, it's not much, right? It's like half a penny per battle. But I think people like the, buy once and all you can eat, even though it's not all you can eat because it's only regenerating at a certain rate. Brian says, prayers for those in North Carolina and Tennessee. The lack of government aid response, some may say deliberate blocking of aid, is abhorrent. There's nothing any of us can complain about relative to that. Indeed. Thank you for the reminder on that, Brandon. Yeah, it's not a great situation. Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, man. I don't even want to get political here, but it's just kind of pathetic that we're like so focused on other parts of the world when there are people at home that are struggling. Like, let me put it this way, and I know I'm already gonna get. I'm delving into an area that I don't want to, but let me just say I can understand the America First argument now because it's just, you're seeing it everywhere. Like people in my own backyard are struggling, yet we're just sending money to other parts of the world unnecessarily, in my opinion. So there's that. All right. It's a great time for Europe. I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, you're saying it's a great time for me to stream for Europe. Okay. So Brent says, as for profit on reward cards, just sold gold foil Olivier yesterday, 9K DEC above burn cost. That's 18% gross profit. Dude, I unlocked a bunch of Olivias and I thought about selling them because I'm like, you know what? I can undercut the market so easily and make a quick 500 DEC or something like that per Olivia. But, yeah. You pay in DEC but get rewarded in SPS. Would reduce the DEC supply and can play when and how much you want. Well, there should be a cap on that, right? So 360 battles, 360 energy, because then beyond that, depending on where you're at, the energy cost should go up in accordance with what it is right now. Otherwise, that's just going to get abused, right? If somebody in Champion can pay 5 DEC but earn 35 SPS, I mean, they're going to do that and milk it until the cows come home. Ooh. That was 2 analogies that actually went together quite well. It was not intended. All right. So where are we at? Closing thoughts? What's it? 11:50. How did 8 minutes go by that fast? What are we even doing here? Oh, somebody bought some SPS. Well done. Bitcoin is just above 60K. I wonder if we're going to, I think we're going to rip down to 59, 58. It's like hanging on by a thread, but it can't do that for another 6 weeks. Oh, somebody burned some DEC too, so well done. We'll get there slowly and steadily. I know some folks are going to inflate the DEC supply more with those reward cards, but oh, you know what? Hold on, let me check the reward cards right now. What was the last thing I forgot the last number that I had it at. 13 million, 13.8 million. I know we were already above 13 million, so I think it's just been another 200,000 cards. Oh, look at this poor Venari Heatsmith, poor Gargoyle Lion. Each of them burned over 1 million BCX. Who's next? Falcor Deceiver? Yeah, probably. Okay. DEC costs should rise with level and rank. You're saying it's already abused now? Well, it was getting abused when we had vouchers. I'm not seeing it abused now. I mean, we are seeing top players play a ton, but I think that's just the energy that they win from chests. You burned 85,000 BCX of Gargoyle Lion yesterday. That's amazing. Now, did you buy SPS with that? Since you're saying that that's where the trade is at. Maybe I should burn all those Pelacor bandits I'm sitting on. Well, I just pressed the button. All right, so Khan's asking, is there a site that shows SPS supply changes like the one with DEC? No, I don't. It'd be nice to have that, but no, there's not one. At least not that I'm aware of. The only place that I can see SPS supply is here. We can see how much is getting burned or converted into DEC, which is still going up. Actually, I did some of this yesterday. I burned some SPS for DEC. I have to make a video about the Aftersound YT account because we'll be doing some giveaways with that. I'm going to be turning that into a SPS burning machine, giving away the DEC. So stay tuned. Yes, DEC is converted to SPS. 11.5 KBCX Gargoyle Devil as well. Posted Pixton Tavern. Nice. Is SPL responsible? Oh, I'm getting a phone call here. I'm just going to have to call them back, even though I need to hop off. All right, is SPL responsible for creating SPS syncs, or is there a mechanism, or their only mechanism is Flywheel and DEC syncs? I mean, it's not a matter of responsibility. They can create them if they want to, but I think Matt's whole thing is if you give enough utility to DEC, then, you know, SPS Flywheel will follow. So Pomp says, abused top player are already playing more than a lot of games, sucking rewards from everybody else. Again, this used to be the case when vouchers were there. If they're paying 500 DEC a pop right now and burning that 500 DEC, I'm totally okay with it, especially because it's not even economically viable right now. 500 DEC, even at this point, is what, 37 cents? And I'm seeing a lot of top players earn 35 SPS. SPS isn't even a penny, right? So not only do they have to take the risk of, you know, a 50-50 win rate at best, or, you know, on average. But yeah. Like a pyramid scheme. Indeed. They're using glints. Oh, yeah. You know what? You know what? Okay, Pomp, I'm going to agree with you on that. I'm not a fan of the glint for energy. But I don't know that we can change it now. I mean, actually, we can change it, but I think people would be upset about that, and maybe rightfully so. But I agree that it should never have been introduced in the first place. First half of the season, we used glint for extra 25 battles a day. Yeah, so Brandon knows all about that. After that is DEC. Crazy, crazy. Interesting. All right, folks. I think we're gonna sign off. I need to go get some stuff done. I need to get on with the day, but there'll be more content dropping later today. Like I said, I've been pre-recording a lot of videos, so hopefully those will whet your appetite and keep you satiated. I will be live streaming tomorrow, probably around the same time-ish. So we'll see. Maybe Uptober will be, I don't know. I'm not going to make any more promises about Uptober, but maybe things will be better tomorrow. I don't know. So look out for another live stream then, and then I'll probably take the weekend off. Maybe like a Sunday evening live stream, but that'll probably end up being for something else. We'll see. But more gaming coming soon. All right. I'm going to catch up with y'all later. Have an amazing rest of your day, night, whatever time it is. Oh, wait, hold on. What's this? Truth is, gold and below had much lower glint. Versus energy from battles. They got corrected. Maintenance for champ, it takes 3 to 5 battles to get there. Interesting. Okay. It ain't cheap. Take care. All right, guys. I'll catch up with y'all soon. Thanks for tuning in. Take care. Peace.